We do everything for the kids to show.
All right, hey, how's everybody doing? My name is Todd, and I'm here to share with you why I became vegan. Very interesting story. I never saw myself becoming a vegan. Honestly, I probably laughed at a lot of vegans and just thought they were a little extreme. Long story short, about 90 days ago, I'm hanging with my fiance. I just had a weekend of drinking, had a weekend of eating bad, and I'm just like not feeling good. You know how that feeling is where you just know you're not healthy. Yes, I always worked out. These are not new. These are classic guns. I always worked out, but I just never ate right. And so we're sitting back, and it's Sunday night, we're watching this documentary on Netflix called Food Choices. And that day was the last time I ate meat. Since then, I have not touched any meat. I'm not gonna lie, I have experimented a little bit with dairy and cheese, and now I'm at the point where I won't even touch those items. So I'm gonna talk to you about more about why I became vegan and some of the questions that all my friends and everyone's asking me, just to kind of give you an insight if you're thinking about going vegan. So check this out. So, Food Choices, pretty good documentary. I have seen a lot of documentaries in the past about eating healthy and why you should become vegan. This one caught me because it was common sense. Everything that they presented, everything they talked about was common sense. It was so simple. Like, why are we drinking milk? It's made for a baby calf. Common sense. So from that day on, I quit eating meat. Let's see. I felt like I was always lied to. I needed meat for protein in order to be, this guy, or in order to be able to, build muscle and reach a certain strength. That's all false. It's all false. In 90 days, I haven't lost any size besides the gut. My strength level actually has increased. So to me, that is a total myth thing. I cut vitamins. I spent all this money on vitamins, multivitamin, vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin, for your hair, your nails. I cut all of them except for B12, and I do still take creatine. But beyond that, I don't take any other vitamins, and my energy level is way better than it used to be. So those are all myths. Some of the questions my friends always ask me, what is it hard to make that transition to vegan? Hell yeah, it's hard. I've been eating meat my whole life. It was not easy. The first 6 weeks, I must say, were probably the most difficult points. One, the hardest part was just finding options for food. I'm so used to being able to go here, 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 here. Now I can't have items with milk or cheese or meat, and so now I'm forced to think outside of the box when it comes to finding food. So I would say that was probably the hardest thing for me, is finding places to purchase vegan food. That was a challenge, but after 6 weeks and after learning and building this routine, that's cake. I don't even think about it anymore. It's no problem for me to find vegan food or something that does not contain animal products. Another question: what do you eat? What do you eat for meat? What do you eat when you wake up? I need meat. I need meat. That was tough too, trying to figure out how to replace, the protein in the meat. And my best friend and the thing that helped me the most is the Ninja. Purchasing that Ninja, I already had a blender, but the Ninja tends to, break, the food down to a form where it tastes a little better, and actually, it doesn't taste chalky anymore. So the Ninja was my best friend for the first month, because I pretty much blended everything. A lot of greens, a lot of broccoli, always covered it up with bananas and those type of things. But that's how I kind of got a lot of my protein and was able to hold on to my size in the first 6 weeks. And do you miss meat? Yes, I miss meat. I was a bacon lover. My buddies just this weekend were clowning me because they know I used to, buy a whole, pack of bacon and cook the whole thing and eat it all if no one else wanted any. So there's times where I'm at a buffet or at something, where there's tons of meat and I'm just looking like, oh Lord. But I don't give in. One thing I learned is, if you do give in, if you try cheese here or you try meat here and there, you're opening yourself up to continue that pattern. And so I have not cheated once when it comes to meat. But yes, it is difficult to find food. Yes, it's going to be tough resistant food, but after the 6 weeks are over, I feel like it became a lot easier. Me personally, I will never go back to eating meat at this point in my life. And this is probably the biggest turnaround in my life. Just learning that I didn't need all the meat. Beyond that, the benefits I feel that I have gained in the last 90 days, no more gut. Like right away within the first 3 weeks, my gut started going down. One, I'm forced to eat healthy, and two, my body just takes in the veggies and the fruits and just starts singing and synchronize, harmony because it just enjoys it, so more energy. I wake up 4:30, 5:30 in the morning, I'm just trying to go back to sleep, but I can't. My mind is running, I'm racing to, see what I can accomplish today. And I think that comes from the additional energy I'm receiving. I'm stronger in the gym. My workouts last month or so, I'm consistently increasing, the weight that I'm adding. I'm increasing my speed when it comes to cardio. I couldn't stand cardio, and I just feel like my body now has the nutrients and everything it needs to be successful. I save a lot of money. I thought eating healthy would be expensive, but no, if you go to places like Trader Joe's, if you go to Sprouts and just know how to shop, that's gonna take a while, but once you get that down, you're gonna save money. I had sushi last night, went to a sushi restaurant and asked for a vegan roll, and it was $3 because it was basically just veggies wrapped inside, the typical sushi standard. My skin looks better. I know you can't see right here, but you see that cute little genuine, no, I'm just kidding, but my skin does feel better. No more coffee. I felt like I needed 4 or 5 shots of espresso daily just to get through, my crazy job and all the other things I'm doing. So that's another benefit. Let me see if I can think of any more. Probably one of my best benefits that I gained is the different styles and the new foods I have been trying. I feel like I stuck to, I stayed in a box my entire life when it comes to eating food, and now that I'm forced to eat outside of that box, I'm trying all these different things, and I'm just like, where have these things been in my entire life? So that is another benefit. Continuing to track my progress from this point out. I wish I would have did this the first 90 days, but from now on, I'm gonna track it, as I continue to get through this year, my first year becoming a vegan. So I do wanna go see the doctor soon, start checking my blood pressure, those type of things, and see if becoming a vegan is helping me in that matter as well. So, thank you so much for your time, and make sure to subscribe. I plan on continuing to express my journey and share it with you all. So if there's any questions you may have, or anything I can share with you about my journey becoming a vegan, please let me know. Just stay healthy, and let's make it a good day. Peace out, y'all.